quadratics in standard form. Quadratics, okay? Remember what shape is a quadratic? U or N shape. First thing you want to do is you want to write it in standard form. Okay, this is not in standard form. Okay, when you do this, you want to have the x squared part first. And notice it's negative x squared. So negative x squared plus 4x. You want to go in order from the x squared to the x to the number. 4x and 2 are positive, but the x squared is negative. So it's I need to rewrite that. Okay. This is Unit 4 notes. Kind of a hard unit here. We'll be here a while. So next you identify A, B, and C. A is the number in front of x squared. What's the number in front of x squared when it's negative x squared? What is it? Negative 1. B is the number in front of x. What's the number in front of x? 4. C is the constant. The number out here, that is 2. Good at this game. All right. The axis of symmetry is x equals negative b divided by 2a. That's the formula for it. It's x equals negative b divided by 2a. That's the formula for the axis of symmetry. So we're going to use that. What is b? 4, right? What is a? Negative 1. So it'd be negative b. So negative times 4 divided by 2 times negative 1. Okay. What's a negative times 4? Negative 4. What's 2 times negative 1? Negative 2. Negative 4 divided by negative 2 is what? 2. Good. So x equals 2 is the axis of symmetry. That is the line that cuts your graph in half here. Now I'm going to take roll on this. So it cuts your graph in half. You don't have to draw this, but it's like an imaginary line. I'm going to do a dashed line. At x equals 2 is a vertical up and down. It's an imaginary line that cuts your graph in half. So that's what it'll be. Okay, to find the vertex, you're going to plug in to the function. Okay, we just did this. Plug it into a function. This is a lead-in. So f of 2 is equal to negative 2 squared plus 4 times 2 plus 2. So you're going to plug in 2 to the function. Okay. Negative 2 squared plus 4 times 2 plus 2 is 6. That is the y in your vertex. Now the vertex is a coordinate, and the coordinate's going to be the x from the vertex comes from there. The y from your vertex comes from here, so my vertex is 2, 6. Okay. The y-intercept is just the constant. This is actually easy in standard form. It's the constant. So it's going to be, it'd be 0, 2. It's just the last number. So that's your y-intercept. Okay. Let's graph this thing. Now, I'm tempted to show you how to cheat right off the bat when you graph. I don't know if y'all want that or not. The middle point, we'll get to this other stuff in a moment. The middle x is your axis, x from the axis of symmetry. So your middle x will be 2. Then what you want to do is you want to pick 2 x's before that, 2 x's after that. So 2 x's before that are 1 and 0. 2 x's after that, 3 and 4. Okay. Now, how would I find the y's given the x's? What do you think I would do? How would I find the y's? What would I do to find the y's? If I knew x is equal to 0, how would I know what the y is going to be? Plug it in. Good job. You could do this by hand. I'll do it by hand on this example. or you could use your calculator. Okay, and I'll show you both. 4 times 1 plus 2. I will pause after I write all this and get my fat hand out of the way. You just plug in the x's. Okay, you could do that and you could type those in and figure out what all those are. There is a way to cheat on this though. Okay, and I'll show you that in a moment. Now, how can you cheat on this? I'm not going to require you to do this every time. You don't have to do this on your exit ticket. I just wanted to show you. Y'all got it right. Shout out to Micah. If I press y equals and I type this function in there, I'll do negative x squared plus 4x plus 2. So that's pressing y equals. And then I press second graph. Second graph. Second graph will give me those. So like if x is 0, y is 2. If x is 1, y is 5. 2, y is 6. 3 is 5. So that's second graph after you press y equals. You could type all those out. Like you could type all those out and do it that way too, but just trying to show you an easier way. Okay. 0, 2, -3, -4. All right. Now I'm going to plot the points. So 0, 2 is my first coordinate. So 0 on the x, 2 on the y. 1, 5. 1 on the x, 5 on the y. 2, 6. 3, 5. 4 on the x, 2 on the y. And I'm going to connect them and draw a rounded around there. And that's my graph. Okay. By the way, you could press graph here and like visualize this as well. You could look at the graph there. Look at the graph. You see how we did it. Look at our work of art. I haven't even taught this yet. You're going to get this right. Watch Isaiah cook. Isaiah, does my graph have a maximum or a minimum? What do you think? There you go. Good job. So what you look at, you see, does my graph have a very top point or a very bottom point? It's a very top point. So basically it's asking, what is the vertex in this problem? The vertex right there is a maximum. It's a high point. Okay, other times it's a low point. So I got a high point. I haven't even taught this yet. I'm going to have y'all guess. Concave up or concave down? Take a guess. Concave down. Good. Yes. Concave down. They call this the concavity. It refers to how is it opening it up? Is it opening up downward? Oh my gosh, that doesn't make any sense. It's opening up downward. So it's opening up downward. If it's concave up, opens upward. Okay, by the way, that's not very important for, if you go to calculus, that's super important. Here, it's not that important, not to be honest with you. Domain. How far left does this graph go? So how far left will it go? Negative infinity, right? How far right will it go? Infinity. So domain deals with how far left to how far right. Range, how far down does it go? So range is how far down to how far up. How far down does it go? Negative infinity, how far up does it go? 6. So negative infinity to 6, and it could equal 6. We put a brace on 6. So it could equal 6. And then finally the zeros. These are not nice zeros. Zeros are the x-intercepts. And I don't even know. I can't. Y'all want to guess? It's between -1 and 0. Maybe -0.5 and 4.5. I don't know. That's actually very, very important in this class. Zeros are the x-intercepts where it crosses or touches the x-axis. I don't know. That's supposed to be a squiggly equals. I'm thinking it's around negative. If you put -0.4, you'd be fine. 4.3 would be fine. It's somewhere between -1 and 0, somewhere between 4 and 5. So